Okay.
Is running.
Rolling,
it's
helps
rolling.
sell the show. It's
Check out
here.
the thing. What's up,
hot.
y'all? Lady Love.
Straight.
So, Love, you ready, Slipknot?
Yeah.
Whoa! We've been
See the devil
trying to
in
get
the
in here for like 3 weeks now, and Love's like, we need to do Slipknot. Everybody's been avoiding it.
Right, yeah, me too. I got 30
Since
seconds
you told
in.
Yeah,
me-
and it still came on the radio the other day, and I was like, nope, can't hear it.
I didn't even push the envelope for a change. But
So we're all pretty much. I mean, like I said, I got 30 seconds in to the first break, and I was like, okay, that's it.
this is what the dying song time to sing.
Time to sing.
Time to sing.
And let's just bring this up because I don't even think me and String have even talked about. We talked about a lot of musical work, and we haven't even talked about this. And I've heard different opinions. Pantera's doing. They're doing I guess a dedication to fans, which, you know, after they broke it down, I'm like, you know, there's probably a lot of young people that never got to see Pantera.
But it ain't Pantera.
But how do you? Honestly, how do you feel about?
Do you do
The
this
lineup.
because it's only 2 original members?
Well, we've seen bands do it with only one, so.
Well, but do you do it? What's your opinion?
I mean,
I don't think
know.
it's a big money making scheme.
No,
I don't think it's a money cash grab type of thing.
I don't think Rex and Phil are doing it
No,
for that.
I don't think
I think he just wants to rock the old shit, man. And I hope it's badass, man. But I mean, I'm a little mixed on.
Well, I am too.
That's
being
me too.
called Pantera, because I mean, what was the one that Phil just did with? It was a year or so back with like Nick Oliver. You know, he used to play with like Queen of Stone Age, and damn, or somebody else. But it was again same, like, you know, heavy hitter band. They were doing Ace of Spades. Oh, if y'all have not heard Ace of Spades, Phil doing it with it's the dude that played with Slayer and Exodus, Corey. No, what was his name? He played in Slayer.
Oh,
he's
the guitar player. I know
Yeah,
who you're talking about. I can't
it's
think of his
him.
name right off.
It's some of the members still from like Motorhead. It's a lineup. It's badass. If you haven't heard the Ace of Spades, Phil and them doing it. It's
I like that song.
because after we got to talking about the whole Pantera thing with Phil and Rex doing it with Anthrax, is Charlie, right?
Yeah.
Zach and
Yeah, and Zach. We were talking about it at work, and I mean, I don't know if I would call it Pantera, but
Zach, well,
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
Zach gets free pass, I think. If you're gonna, I mean, there's nobody else you could get. I mean, now
I
he's
agree.
the only
I
man.
agree. And
that you
that's
could
been
get.
talked about since day one when everybody was trying to push for this shit to happen after Dime passed. This was before Vinny. Everybody wanted Pantera. They wanted a reunion, and they wanted Zach to do it. I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
And it's not
And
that I'm still okay with anybody else playing drums, as long as you're not it's not a cash grab. And I'm kind of like you, but do you call it Pantera?
right,
I don't know if I would call it Pantera. I think it may be a Pantera tribute, but it's not technically a
Yeah,
tribute
'cause you got
either.
half the band.
Yeah,
And
so
like you're saying, we've seen
it's kind of,
other
I don't
bands.
know. I'm on the fence there about all that too. I
Well-
mean, I'm kind of okay with the fact that they want to do it. I think that this was wanting to be done years ago, but I think that was a Vinny type of thing before, after Dime passed. You know, I think that was Vinny being, you know, and I can't disagree with what Vinny's side
Yeah, I
of.
mean, there's
you know.
like a lot of shit that
Yeah,
was
there's a big deal through the whole story of it, but I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence.
I hope it just kicks ass. Man.
I hope so too.
I hope Phil comes out just, you know.
Well, yeah,
fucking
that's
raging.
because I can tell you right now one thing.
Yeah.
Zach is going to do Dime proud.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, you know he is.
He'll play everything true.
Yes.
It all boils down on Phil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that, and I don't see Rex
Nah.
doing bad, but I've seen Phil do good, and I've seen Phil do bad. Phil's a different Phil than
Yeah.
Phil was years ago when I seen Phil. But
And it was also Phil and Zach together with the drinking contest to make Phil
Yeah.
not be good at that
Yeah.
one show. So.
But both of those.
But they've both
But
also
they've both
grown.
matured,
I mean,
yes.
we've put some age on since those days. So all of us.
All right, but let's get back to Slipknot.
Yeah, so let's do some
Let's
Slipknot,
for
man.
another
Let's
time.
start
Anyway,
rolling
yeah,
into
leave
this.
that by
Yeah, put it in
comment section what y'all
comments,
think
you know.
about the Pantera
Yes.
thing.
What's your opinions on that? Because
And
I'm
we're-
curious. I'm
That's
like
what
you.
we
I'm
should
kind
done.
of
We should
curious.
done Phil. We should have done that Ace of Spades. Hindsight's
maybe,
20/20.
Well, if we got time, maybe we'll do it.
Maybe
tonight.
future down the road.
Yeah.
But that's,
Anyway.
If y'all
I
want
figured
us,
this
we
was a
will,
good
you know.
time to put it in. I
Right,
mean,
right.
Slipknot was influenced, they had to have been influenced by Pantera because they had a lot of bands
Oh,
on it.
yes.
Yeah.
And I just figured it was a good time to kind of get y'all's opinion because we hadn't talked about it.
We should when we were talking about like when Rage Against the Machine and all these other bands were getting back together.
Yeah.
That's what we should have talked about.
Well,
but
but
that was the
anyway.
last video.
Hindsight,
Hindsight's 20/20, man. You're always better in the best.
But this is for you, love.
All right, man.
You're getting this one.
Slipknot
New
night,
Slipknot.
man.
Y'all ready to
Good?
roll
Are we
this?
good? Are we good?
Let's do it. Let's rock.
Bam. It's so dramatic. It's all about the mask.
Put your hands into the water, let your mouth go sick and dry. Put your life into your death now, let them sing till you die.
And this is where I stopped. So just think, I've been waiting this long.
Why am I always in your debt? Father and the Son and the Holy Ghost, communist, comatose. Show me all the ways that are bad. The middle of a nuclear winter is a modern achievement of the retro-apocalyptic horde. Satan, you must be mistaken. There are no more Satans, only the bosses of the board. Forget, deny, ignore, nice, try, it's you. Regret, rely, remorse inside of you. Yeah. Maybe you were down too low. Maybe you've been down too low. The heart begins to suffer when the soul that's given up, and the flesh is barely more than bone. When no one else is listening, only when you've had enough, time to sing this dying song alone. Put your hands into the water, let your mouth go sick and dry. Put your love into your death now, let them sing until you die. Die, 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 yeah. They got you bastards. You're gonna tell me why. If I don't get an answer, you're gonna sing and die. They got you bastards. You're gonna tell me why. If I don't get an answer, you're gonna sing and die. The heart begins to suffer when the soul that's given up, and the flesh is barely more than bone. When no one else is listening, only when you've had enough, time to sing this dying song alone. Put your hands into the water, let your mouth go sick and dry. Put your life into your death now, let them sing until you die. Put your hands into the water, let your mouth go sick and dry. Put your life into your death now, let them sing until you die.
Wait for it. He's all shiny faced now, man.
Sparkly.
I like their masks, man. Huh. What a crazy ending. I wonder if it goes into something heavy, like the next song on the album. Yeah, I bet it does. I bet like the next song.
I hope it did anyway.
That's Slipknot. Yeah, I love that low tone growl. Like, put your head and just. I like that.
The changes were good.
Yeah, I don't know if I cared for that chorusy kind of middle, more mellow vocal part, but I don't know. It was good.
It sounded like
But that
normal
kind of-
Slipknot. though.
Yeah, but I don't know. That kind of pulled it a little away from it. I don't know.
I dug it, man.
It was a good song though. I think a couple listens.
And now I'm gonna go ahead and listen to the album.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think
And the woman's face on whatever the piece of cloth was.
Right.
It reminded me a lot of that. I ran into Tammy Faye at the mall shirt. Remember that shirt back in the day?
Oh yeah.
It reminded, that's the first thing that hit me.
I like their new masks. You know, Red Nose was all sparkly. Like his has got like that. You know, like all the clowns. Like they always have like each
I
album
think
has
it's
a
cool
different
that
face.
they're doing the changing the masks. 'Cause,
Yes.
Yeah, they
you know,
do it
even
every
like
album.
back
and,
in
like,
the '70s, Randy always talked about, Kiss changing their outfits and
Right.
stuff like that. I think this is cool because
Keep
Yeah,
it a little fresh.
And that's one of Slipknot's things. They pretty much do it with every album. It's Corey just keeping with the times and.
Well,
but I
and
mean, you notice it more now. They're
Yeah.
really pushing it now.
And I dug it, man. I mean, but they are down to 7 members now instead of 9. Didn't they not have all of them play?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
What do you figure, Joey Jordison and
Well, no, he's saying it used to be 9 people. Now it's down to 7.
Yeah, I think they're only down to 7.
What? Now, are you saying 7 originals or just 7
No,
people?
like 7 people
No,
playing.
altogether.
I don't think there's like 9
Yeah,
of them
'cause it
playing
used to be,
anymore.
yeah,
Yeah,
it used to be
shit ton. Everyone.
Yeah.
I played the keg. Ding.
That's basically what they did. Bink, bink.
I don't know. It's kind of
But it all.
with them. It's kind of cool to see how they've evolved too. We was talking about that earlier. I mean, I remember, Wait Bleed.
Oh yeah.
I mean, how the growth in it almost disappeared with Stone Sour.
Yeah.
And then it was kind of,
That album, what was it? That Sulfur Air, like, was it that album kind of hurt my feelings a little bit because it sounded a little too much like Stone Sour. And,
Well, and I think that was a progression back out of it, back into.
yeah, because, I mean,
but then they came
because-
strong when like The Devil and I and the
Yeah,
one before
yeah.
that, like all that was like
Well, and you look at, they've been around for God knows how many years now.
But if you would have took them songs and you didn't know there was a Stone Sour, I think you'd have been fine with it.
yeah, well,
Yeah.
probably. I don't know. I don't
you might have your point.
to a
on that.
point.
To a
I think
point.
to a certain point, yes. I think there would probably still be some people
I mean,
upset
we've-
because they started and how they kind of went a little mellow there for a point and kind of.
But even in those
progressing
songs,
back
like you were
forward.
saying with like that progression, what you said was kind of you didn't with the chorusy. You look back at like Waiting to Bleed and stuff off of that. They still had like
You had the
that-
heavy version and you had the more chill version.
Unless you
coming-
had Iowa. Iowa's just straight in your
Yeah, that
face
one's
and
fucking-
rip your head off. That album.
That almost killed them.
No, but
Right.
I mean that album though is it is straightforward,
Yeah, it's in
wide
your
open.
face. Yeah, but you look at even their career, and you look at when they started, and then the bands that came in after them that was heavily influenced by them.
Right.
So they're
Image
they
and
came
sounds.
in. Well, no,
Well,
well
I'm
that
saying
too.
both. I'm saying
yeah,
both.
but when that band came in, they were like the Metallicas and all the other
Yeah.
bands from.
Oh, they came in just punching noses, man. Like,
and they definitely heavily influenced a lot of the newer bands today.
They kind of did what what Pantera did. I mean, they carried
Come in
the
punching
flag
noses,
heavy
yeah.
for a while. I mean, because even during their era, music was still
Yeah,
freaking weird.
yeah,
I mean,
that was a confusing time, really.
they were confusing times.
It was, to be honest.
Well, y'all ready to roll this
Yes.
one up? Get into the
Yeah.
next one? Looks like the next one's slaughtered here today.
I think Love will be ready.
Man, we're having back-to-back just
yawning
hardcore
over
ones.
here, like
And
that's gonna wake me
we're
up.
gonna crush him here in a little bit. Right?
Yeah, I saw we're going down. We got like some kicks and others coming up
So I
towards
have to
the
save
end.
that one for last.
All right.
We'll push it at the end.
The O Ruby. That's gonna be another one. That's
All right,
a
we're
classic.
gonna roll out here. Y'all be good.
Like and
Facebook group,
subscribe.
Facebook.
Love,
360
man.
strong, I think.
Yeah, 360
strong. How many members on that?
360.
Sweet.
So we're growing.
Sweet.
Make it 420, man.
We done passed 420. You should have been rolling them up then.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I'm 420
Or now I guess
already.
we-
We just
maybe-
did that 5 minutes ago. Or I did.
Yeah, my group ain't even there yet. All right, y'all stay safe, stay
Might be.
strong.
Peace, y'all.
A lot being pushed out there tonight.
Yeah, it is.
Anyway.
Yeah, did y'all catch all that?
Love, love, love.
Love, man.
Hate, hate.
Hate, hate.